Hi everyone, happy Thursday. Hi friends. I am so excited to see everybody today. Let me know where you are watching from in the comments if you would like. It is back to school time. Today was Olivia's first day of school. Hello mom. Hi Shannon. Hello. Hi Beth. Hello everybody. And I hope that if your kiddos are going back to school soon, that you feel super empowered by the time that you finish watching my broadcast. And I am so humbled and excited to be on this wave of momentum with you as always. And I love getting to connect with you every time we meet here together in the cloud. So speaking of connecting, my name is Hillary LaMay, and I want to personally welcome you to another Throw It Out Thursday broadcast. Hello, Callie. Thank you for joining. And in case you are new to my channel, this is your virtual welcome wagon. So I am an essential oil educator. I'm a platinum global team leader and AromaTouch certified practitioner with doTERRA International. And I am your label reading gangster hostess. And together we just kick chemicals to the curb. We hang out and learn together here. And we talk about how we can integrate our essential oils and have fun and add them to the landscape of our daily routine and support all the areas of our wellness. And tonight is all about back to school and keeping ourselves sane and healthy at the same time so that we can lead by example for our kiddos. And even if you don't have kids in school, if your kiddos are too little, if your kiddos are older, these elements still apply to everybody with a pulse because you all probably want to maintain homeostasis and a healthy lifestyle around the time of year when everybody around you might be getting sick and a little scratchy throat or a little bit maybe short with their patience. So I hope that you will find this informative. And today was Olivia's first day back and she loves her teacher so much. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for joining. She loves her teacher and it is going to be such an amazing year for her. She is starting second grade, which is absolutely one of my favorites. It really was a year that just left an impression on me, and I am still Facebook friends with my second grade teacher, Mrs. Bauer. So Mrs. Bauer, if you are out there, I just adore you, and I am so grateful that you were my teacher in second grade and that we are still friends. And I'm actually still friends with my best friend from second grade too. Shout out to Lindsay Miller, and if she is watching, Lindsay, thank you for being a friend. And I am so grateful for you all that have chosen to spend your evening with me here in the cloud. And if you're watching the replay, then thank you for spending your time as well. Hey, Carolina. Hey, everybody. Hey, Melissa. Thanks for everybody joining. And I love to add as much value to our time together as possible. So if you need to watch the replay or if you miss anything, don't be shy. You can ask questions. And part of the joy of the platform of Periscope is that we get to interact and you can ask questions and we get to have that dialogue together. So if anything that I show you have a question about, let me know. And if I don't get a chance to answer it live, I will be sure to answer it afterward. Hey, Lindsay. And I have been sharing doTERRA essential oils and running a global oil team since 2014. And this is my 5th year being in doTERRA. And I was able to turn a horribly traumatic series of medical emergencies and traumas into passion and into purpose for helping people all over the world. And I wish that someone had shared oils with me sooner. And so this is what it's all about, right? We're just sharing what we love and what we're doing in our homes that help us be healthier. And tonight is my 4th annual back to school survival guide about aligning with our essential oils and these tools that can really give you a most streamlined, healthy school year that starts really with us as parents. And in order to prioritize the health and the balance of our household, we need to be practicing what we preach and truly embodying this idea. This is our frequency. This is our flow. I love holding space for you in the cloud here. And this platform of Periscope has been around since before Facebook Live, before Instagram Live. So thank you for sticking with me because this space allows us to share and just be inspired by each other. And I'm always inspired by you. So thank you for showing up and for sharing where you share because I love seeing what you're doing with oils. And this space allows us to just have freedom to connect on whatever we want with the seasons. Now that it's back to school time, we've talked about summer and now it's time to really focus in on those really key habits and those that what we call habit architecture. And really just being able to do whatever we want when we meet here together. And if there's something that you would like me to do a demo on or a recipe or something you've seen me do that you'd love for me to do a Periscope on, check out the archives first because I may have already done a Periscope on there. And if you are new to my channel, you can go to hillarylamay.com or you can go to my YouTube and you can keyword search back to school and you'll actually see many Periscopes on back to school on this topic. So since 2015, and I started sharing on Periscope 2016, 17, 18, and then this is my 4th year doing a back to school special. So each year I try to add value in a different way to what you're doing with oils. So hopefully you find this helpful, and this is something that I've not shown before. So these life hacks, hopefully you find them great. And if you would like to connect with me, you can go to my website, HillaryLaMay.com, or you can click the 3 little buttons down at the bottom, and that lets you share this broadcast across your media, your Facebook and your Twitter and your Periscope. And that just allows other people to get this message of wellness. And then you can tap the screen as many times as you like, and you see the little hearts going up, and that just means that you're enjoying yourself and you're having a great time learning and connecting with me here. And if you are new and you're joining for the first time, I'm so grateful you're here, and you have a lot of catching up to do because this is my 196th Periscope broadcast. Holy cow. So you have 195 other Periscopes to watch. So hopefully you have a transatlantic flight coming up sometime soon and you can catch up on all the things, but they'll be here for you in perpetuity, so not to worry. So tonight, as I alluded to, I'm going to briefly walk you through some of my super simple basic life hacks that I've implemented, and that are going to allow us to do 3 things. They're going to allow us to support ourselves when we start to feel unwell. They're going to allow us to support our focus and our own emotional balance so that we can really start and end our day on a more patient note. And then a little life hack for helping your kiddos get their vitamins in if they're too young to swallow pills, or if they're not quite old enough to chew the chewables. I think you're going to really love what I have for you tonight. And then I have, again, like I mentioned, a couple years back of my other school inspired Periscopes. So 2016, 2017, and 2018. And actually some of those years I did an entire month. I did 4 weeks of back to school Periscopes. So any questions, head over there. You can catch up on lots of goodies there. And so I am also going to be sharing some great rollers. I've shared in the past some great roller ideas, and I'll show those for you to you at the end. That are some little quick other life hacks that I do to help streamline our mornings and evenings and everything in between. So comment below for me if your kids use oils, and if they do use oils, what is one of their favorite must-have oils? I can tell you there is nothing cuter than seeing your little oily empowered kiddos advocating for their own health. Even if they're saying, "Mommy, my belly hurts, where's my belly oil?" Or, "Mommy, I'm ready to go to bed, where's my sleepy oil?" Or, "Mommy, my nose is itchy, where's my seasonal threats roller?" or whatever. Which is really funny seeing a little kiddo go, "My seasonal threats are acting up, where's my roller?" Because we try to teach them in a compliant way. But Sarah's saying balance and serenity, and Olivia loves peace. Peace is an oil that when she's just having a meltdown or she's really overstimulated for the day, that oil just is like a hug for her soul, and she really loves peace. So if you have any favorites, then you'll have to let us know. Mom, yes, your daughter uses oils. That is me, and I'm using a lot of oils. I use all the oils all the time, every day. This is a well-oiled machine over here. That is very funny. So the first topic that we're going to talk about is flume. Okay, when in doubt, flume it out, right? So for those of you that do not know what flume means, or if you may be new to oils, I personally want a shirt that says, "When in doubt, flume it out." So if anyone wants to design a logo for me, I would love for you to do that. Oh, Shannon, Emily loves lavender on the feet. Oh yeah. And the feet are great because the feet are the brain's reflex point. So it's the reflexology point for the brain. So that's a really good one. Lindsay's saying that Henry loves lavender and franken-celery. Lydia loves citrus bloom, and Owen likes lots. Yes, I love their style. I love the broad range of oils that they're loving. So for those of you that don't know what flume is, it's an acronym, and it stands for 5 oils: frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, and melaleuca. Or you could call it flute tea tree if you want to call it, if you're in Canada. So for Donna, if you're watching later, for those of you Canadians that are on our Oil Squad team, if you want to call it flute, you can call it flute. F-L-O-O-M, or T for tea tree. So we are going to dig into flume tonight because flume is one of the most popular blends among us oily mama bears because it is so powerful. Anytime your littles start to feel unwell, and because all 5 of these oils are in all of the basic starter kits, full of staples that everybody has. So sometimes, you know, in some of the demos we show oils that you might not have. And that's okay, because over time, you know, you learn the value of different oils and you see the value of having those different oils. But these are basic. Top 10, this is half of the top 10, right? So obviously you can see the reason why doTERRA paired these particular oils. And I will say, if you've been following me for a while, I have been passionate about hoping that maybe they would change oregano and add wild orange or maybe copaiba. But truth be told, there's a really important reason that oregano is in the top 10, and this is why. It's part of the flume. So if you have a scratchy throat, flume. If you have a temperature on the rise, flume. If you're sneezing, flume. If you have the sniffles, flume. When in doubt, flume it out. Okay, so what I'm gonna show you is something so simple that you can adapt into so many areas of your oily life. And several years ago, I showed you how I make my master diffuser blends. Okay, and so I love building, these are building blocks. So if you've been following me for a while, you start to see that we build on all of these concepts. And so it helps you conceptualize what I'm talking about by showing you in my demonstrations and putting these things into practice in the home. So this is an example of one of my favorite OG, my original favorite diffuser blends. And this is Siberian fir, lime, and eucalyptus. Okay, now what does this have to do with flume? Well, several years ago when I showed everybody how to make your own diffuser blends, the reason that I love to do this is because, well, first of all, Maximizer and Strategic are in my top 5 Clifton strengths. And I love making things simple and easy for you guys. And again, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that that is my jam. And so you can see that this is equal parts oil, equal parts of all 3. And so instead of having to fumble around in my oil cabinet every time I want to fill up my diffuser, which by the way, I mean, how many diffusers do you have around your home? We're going to sidebar a little squirrel time there and tell me in the comments how many diffusers you have in your house. So we have probably 7 or 8 diffusers in our house right now, and we use them all every day. And it's really important. And so when you are trying to improve your daily habits and do these things on a daily basis, it's really important that you have all of your habits set up for you to succeed. And so for me, it makes it really simple because I can just go around the house and fill up all of my diffusers without having to reach into my oil cabinet for 3 different oils and cart them around. And especially in Olivia's Oasis blend, see, I'm seeing your comments. You guys have 5 and 6 diffusers. So this is a very efficient way for you to just really streamline this lifestyle for you. But as I was saying, when you're talking about a blend like Olivia's nighttime blend that has 6 oils in there, fumbling around, and how am I going to carry 6 oils all the time? And then my water jug that I carry around to refill my oils, like you would need a Sherpa and a pack mule. And so by doing some of these things, it really helps streamline. Hello, Donna. It really helps streamline your efficiency. So what I like to do is the same thing for some of my house blend remedies, some of the things that I do all the time. So I also have a dropper of my Skinny Jeans blend, and this is yarrow palm, pink pepper, turmeric, and DDR prime, okay? And so this is a similar thing that you can do, and I like to either take empty bottles or you can buy bottles. This is a 30 ml that I bought on Amazon, and I just added a dropper top to it. So you can maybe see where we're going with this. So this is a dropper bottle of my Skinny Jeans Metabolic blend, and it's got all the oils that I use that I combine, and that way I can make veggie capsules in a streamlined way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing with our Flume blend. So we're gonna make a Flume dropper bottle to just make our school year super efficient, because guess what? When our kids start to feel like a scratchy throat, Flume. When their temperature starts to rise, Flume. When they're sneezing, Flume. When they have sniffles, Flume. When in doubt, we're gonna flume it out. And that way, instead of having to go finding your frankincense and your lemon and your On Guard and your oregano and your melaleuca, you will have your Flume blend ready to rock. And if you forget, obviously the letters will help you remind you, but you can also put the little stickers on the back. So this is just a empty 15 ml bottle with a dropper top, but you can repurpose any bottle that you would like to. And so we're gonna repurpose, again, an empty bottle that you might have that has any of the oils in the Flume blend, like frankincense or lemon. You all probably have lots of empty lemon bottles. And this is why Mama Hilsey always says, keep your empties because you never know what we're gonna do with them, right? Flume is a must. And so we're gonna make this so that if you're not feeling well, we can get you back on your feet quickly, because mamas and papa bears do not get sick days. And if your kids aren't feeling well, you can make a roller in lightning speed if you don't know where yours is, or if you've misplaced it, or if you've given it away, and you won't have to go searching for all 5 of these bottles. So to do this, again, what we're gonna do is start with our supplies. So we've got an empty 15 ml bottle. Now what you can do is you can take an empty bottle that is from any of the oils that are in here, so you don't have to go rinsing it out, okay? And a 15 ml bottle will hold about 250 drops total. So it's up to you the quantity that you wanna make your Flume blend in, okay? And so we are going to do equal parts of each of these 5 oils in the Flume blend, and I'm gonna walk you through the benefits of each one so that you are super crystal clear that when in doubt, you can Flume it out, because you're gonna have these staples at the ready for you, okay? So first, we are going to do 15 drops of frankincense. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. It's Mona. It's Zoya Mona. I love my non-toxic nail polish. It's kind of like a burgundy reddish brown, kind of loving her for the fall. So we are gonna start with frankincense. Now, frankincense, we're gonna do 15 drops of frankincense. And what you're gonna do is literally, you're just gonna take 15 drops from your bottle and put it right into your empty bottle that you're gonna make your Flume blend, okay? All right, so we've got frankincense. Now, frankincense is warm and spicy and clean, and frankincense is gonna support healthy immune and nervous system function, and we love frankincense, okay? Frankincense is common sense, okay? Then the next oil is lemon, and we are going to add 15 drops of lemon. And you'll have to let me know in the comments which of these oils you like the most from the Flume blend. And one more, 15. Okay, perfect. And if you are just joining, all we're doing is adding 15 drops of each of the Flume oils into our little empty Flume bottle. Everyone loves Frank. Frank is the jam. Frank is the man. Yes, he is. And lemon is clean, and lemon is fresh, and lemon is bright. And when you use this internally, it's going to naturally cleanse the body. It's going to support your body's natural detoxification pathways. So your liver, your kidneys, your colon, your pancreas, your skin, all of those things really matter for your health. And it's also going to help support healthy respiratory function. So we love lemon. Lemon is one of the oils that we use the most in our house. We're going to go to oregano next. So this is oregano, and we're going to use 15 drops of oregano in our Flume roller, or our Flume bottle, excuse me. And one more. All right. And oregano is herbaceous and sharp, and it is a powerful, very powerful, potent oil that is helpful against antibiotic-resistant bacteria, and it supports a healthy immune system and natural antibiotic properties. So oregano is really, really incredible, and you are just gonna absolutely love this. And shout out to also Lindsay and Beth and Donna, because 3 of you are 4 of my, one of the other girls that's not on Periscope right now, Amanda, but the 3 of you are going to be my roomies for convention. So I'm so excited that we're hanging out virtually in the cloud, and we will be seeing each other in just a few weeks. I cannot wait for that. Okay, and then our next oil is On Guard, of course. On Guard is just an absolute powerhouse. So 15 drops of On Guard. Yes, convention buddies, cannot wait. And On Guard is warm, and it's spicy and woodsy, and it protects against environmental threats and kills germs and airborne pathogens. So you can start to see how all these pieces of the puzzle really start to add up to the powerhouse of this Flume blend. And then lastly, Melaleuca or tea tree. We're gonna add 15 drops of this. All right. And also, this is a great counting game. If you have little kiddos, you can work on their counting. They can count for you while you're dropping your bottle in there, and it's just like super awesome, okay? And so what we have here now is our Flume blend. And you can see that we just put, 15 drops of each oil, so not too much in there. And, but I love this because now you have this blend, and this is gonna really just be incredible for you, okay? And also, I'm sorry, we skipped ahead. I'm just too excited. We'll talk about the benefits of Melaleuca. I'm too excited, I apologize. But Melaleuca is herbaceous and it's green and fresh. And I'm gonna add this as well next. I'm just getting too excited, you guys. We were thinking about convention and then we're just going right ahead. So pardon me. We've got, alrighty here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have got our tea tree, and now the tea tree has actually 12 times the antiseptic power of a phenol. And what's really cool that I was reading in the Essential Life book when I was doing research and putting my notes together is that the Australian Aborigines actually have used tea tree for centuries, and they would actually crush the leaves in their hands and inhale them for supporting their bodies through colds and illnesses, and also for its cooling effect. And if you've been following me for a while and you've seen our videos on the beard oil that we used for George that he's used since 2014, it really cools after you've shaved your face. So, or even before, to protect your face, having that protective layer is gonna really help support your skin as well. So you'll see tea tree oil in a lot of shampoos and conditioners, a lot of skincare products for men and women. So this is a really great one. And it also promotes healthy immune function when you use it internally, and it protects against environmental and seasonal threats too. So now that we've actually completed the master blend here, because I was just getting so excited and ahead of myself, now we have this beautiful master blend. And what can we do with it? Well, we can do a lot with it. We can diffuse it. So if you are in a situation where, again, your kiddos are not feeling well or you're feeling unwell, you can start to diffuse this. You can also take it internally. So for those adults or teenagers that are able to swallow pills, you can make a veggie capsule. So that's exactly what we're gonna do right now, okay? So I'm gonna move our Flume oils out of the way so that you can still see them, but so that we have a little workspace. And what I have is I have some of our veggie caps, and you can purchase these in the back office. And then this is a little veggie capsule fill pill station, and fill pill, whatever. But it's a little station that you can use to help you when you are trying to work with your tools so that your hands are available for you to work with your oils. So what you do is you simply just take off the veggie capsule. So it's this little capsule right here that you can see, and you just put this in the little pill fill station like so. So you can kind of see that, right? Okay. And you just fill however many that you want to, and then you can keep them in the fridge for a couple days so that if you are not feeling well, you have that backup to support you. Now, what I like to do, another little life hack, because I love sharing my favorite life hacks with all of you, is I love to use the IQ Mega when I make veggie capsules. And this is the kids' fish oil that actually comes with the A to Z, and it matches my shirt, so that's kind of fun too. And this is really great because it helps just suspend the oils so you're not gonna have those verps. I call them verps, but we wanna try to prevent that from happening when you're taking oils internally. So by having a carrier oil in your veggie capsule, that will really help your digestion. And it just allows the oils to be digested a little bit easier than if you did not have a carrier. If you don't have the IQ Mega, that's okay. You can use avocado oil, you can use olive oil, you can use MCT oil. So it's totally up to you. But I have found this to be so incredible, and this needs to be stored in the fridge. So this can only be kept for 1 year. So what I like to do is I actually take an empty wild orange bottle and I put a little IQ Mega sticker on there. And if you need the stickers for the supplements, you can go to oilsharingtools.com, and that's where you can find stickers for the supplements, which is really neat. So for all your DIYs, this is a really cool little booklet, and it has pages for every single oil. As you can see, I use a lot of lemon, and but all the pages have stickers in the entire page. So this is really cool for crafts. So what I do is I take an empty wild orange bottle, because the IQ Mega is flavored with the wild orange oil, and I make a little mini dropper, because if you've ever seen, and God bless them, doTERRA needs to listen to me when it comes to product updates, because I don't know why the reducer looks like this. It looks like the emblem for a Mercedes, right? But I don't know why that it is like that. That is not convenient when you're trying to fill veggie caps, because veggie caps have a little tiny opening. So what I do again is I just take an IQ Mega, I make a little mini one, and I take an empty wild orange bottle and I just pour the IQ Mega straight into here with a dropper. And that way I can really easily top my veggie capsules with IQ Mega. Boom, mind blown. I hope you try this. Super easy, way easier than this. And you can use pipettes, and that's totally fine. But I found that I really like being able to reuse this. And if you're using a pipette, you can't keep it. It's plastic, so you have to toss it, whereas the dropper for this is glass. So I really love using this as a little life hack for getting the most value out of my IQ Mega. So what we're gonna do is for these veggie caps, we are gonna just put about 5 drops of our Flume blend into each of the veggie capsules, okay? So we're gonna just take our blend here, and I'm just gonna show you a few. So you just put your Flume blend into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 drops in there, right? And then we'll do one more just to show you. 1, 2, and we'll just do that one with 2 drops, okay? So you can kind of gauge what level of potency that you want. And then you just take your IQ Mega dropper and you fill this all the way up with your carrier. And you feel like a little scientist. It's pretty cool. And if you need more, you can go back in and grab more of your IQ Mega, like this. And hopefully you guys are finding this fun and exciting and interesting. Okay, and so then what you do is you just simply take the top and you will put that top, there we go. You'll put that top right on the capsule. Now what I like to do is I like to press it down until it clicks, okay? And that way you know that the veggie capsule is super nice and tight, okay? And there's a little extra top there. And again, so you can do it in the little pill fill station, but I just like to give it an extra press so that you know that it is super nice and tight. And so you will hear it click. It's kind of the same thing that happens with a roller bottle. When you have the roller bottle with the roller ball top in nice and tight, you'll hear a click. And so in no time, we have these cool little Flume veggie capsules that are gonna support us internally with all of those incredible properties of the oils in the Flume blend. And you can just make a couple of these in advance and have them in the fridge, and they will last for a couple days and you will be good to go. So hopefully you found that helpful. Now, what you can do if your kiddos are, so this is for you, for the grown-ups, right? So if you feel comfortable swallowing pills and you have no problem doing that, it's a great way to get all the benefits of the Flume blend internally, because all those oils, the frankincense, the lemon, the oregano, on guard, and melaleuca are all really beneficial when you take them internally. But you also have the option of diffusing, and then you also have the option of making a roller ball. So if you have little kids that are not going to swallow pills, you can make a roller ball for them with this blend. So that's what we're going to do next, okay? And so that way you have all these choose your own adventure options and you are totally supported, and all you need to do this is make one Flume blend, and you can diffuse from this blend, you can make veggie capsules from this blend, you can make roller bottles from this blend. If your neighbor's not feeling good, boom, you can make a roller in 2 seconds. Or better yet, you can invite them over. Well, if they're not feeling good, don't invite them over, scratch that. But when they are feeling better, you can invite them over and show them how to do it, okay? So here's the Flume blend roller, and this is just a roller bottle from the Root and Petal. And then I like to grab the roller ball off. Yes, exactly, Donna. Stay home. When you're feeling better, then you can come over and we can play oils, right? Helen, you can take the Flume veggie caps every 2 to 3 hours, depending on how you are feeling. So I like to do every 2 to 3 hours. And then when you are starting to feel better, you can do after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But when you're really feeling crummy, every 2 to 3 hours. And what I would also recommend doing is drinking some bone broth and having your magnesium and all of those other regular practices that you do when you're not feeling good. The Flume is really going to help you. It's going to help support your body and help you recover quicker so that it's not going to linger like it did before. So we're going to take our 10 ml roller bottle and we are going to add these to that. Let's see. Anna, can you add the IQ Mega to a larger dropper with the oils and store in the fridge? You absolutely can. The only thing is that hopefully because you're keeping up with your oily protocols, you're not getting sick that often. And so I would hate for you to have to waste your oils after a year when the IQ Mega needs to be tossed. So that's really the only reason that I don't recommend adding the IQ Mega. Now, what I will say, and I love having these things for travel and like in small doses. If you want to do that, Anna, what I would do is do it in smaller, tiny dropper bottles. And these are one of my favorites. Yes, definitely the same with the Skinny Jeans blend. I love these little mini droppers because when I'm making a diffuser blend for somebody to try or a neighbor or as a gift, this is a really small way to share oils, but without giving way too much. So this is a smaller dropper bottle. And what you can do is put some of that oil, maybe 5 drops of each oil, I'd say, in there. And that can get you, you can put some of that in the fridge mixed with the IQ Mega all the way up if you wanted to. So maybe you could do half oils and then the rest half with the IQ Mega, so you'd be ready to go. But I would hate for you to waste a lot of your oils if you didn't need them, because I don't think you're gonna need that much. Right? And this is gonna last you a really long time. And you can just keep this in your oil cabinet. It doesn't need to be refrigerated because there's only essential oils. So choose your own adventure. Let me know if you try that, what method and what size bottle you use, but I just wouldn't want you to waste your precious oils. So now we're gonna make a roller because we can, right? So we're gonna just take 5 drops of this blend and we're gonna make a roller in there. And what we're gonna do is then we're gonna add our fractionated coconut oil afterward, okay? So we're gonna just take this blend, and if I can suck some of this up in our dropper, we're gonna do 5 drops. There we go. And then we are gonna grab our handy dandy fractionated coconut oil that is our BFF, and we use this all the time. And we are just going to fill this up to the neck with our carrier oil. And we use fractionated coconut oil because it is fractionated, which means that the fatty lipids have been removed, so it stays liquid at room temperature, which is really handy for making remedies and things like this. And then you always want to make sure that you hear the click, and then you just put on your roller bottle top. And in no time, you have a flume roller, okay? So you can also add this to your oily protocols that you do for your kiddos. Again, if they're starting to feel unwell, any sign of anything happening, you can use this for supporting their body. And this is just a great option for an immunity roller, especially when you're traveling, so that you're ready for anything. And then what you can also do too is you can take a couple drops of the Flume blend and you can add this to some Epsom salts if you're doing a foot soak. Now, I wouldn't recommend this if you're doing a full body soak because the oregano is a little bit of a warmer oil and I don't want you to get any skin irritation. So if you're just doing a foot soak, if you're not feeling good, you can absolutely add maybe 5 or 6 drops of the dropper blend of oils into a little cup or 2 of Epsom salt and then sprinkle that in a warm foot soak and let your feet soak for about 20 minutes. Another thing you can do with this, it's so super versatile. You can do a sinus steamer mug, or if you have a facial steamer. So what you'll do is you'll take a hot cup of boiling water and you will take a towel and you will put about 3 or 4 drops of this blend into the steaming cup, and then you will put your head down over the cup and you'll cover your head with a towel. And that way you will start to take 3 to 4 deep slow inhalations, and your kids can do this, and that will just start to break up any sinus pressure, any mucus, anything happening in there. It's really going to be incredibly supportive for you. So when in doubt, flume it out. And this is why, because it's so versatile and it's like top 10, absolutely top 10. Anna, the best place to roll this on would be the spine and on the bottom of the feet, because the bottom of the feet is where you have all of those beautiful nerve endings. And guess what? It's like, it's gonna go all throughout the body really, really quickly, usually within about 20 to 22 seconds. And so that is a really quick delivery system. That's why everything's feet. Everything is about putting those oils on your feet, putting the oils down your spine. Also, like behind your ears and your pulse points are great places for oils too, but really the bottoms of your feet are the reflexology point for so many incredible spots of your body, and it's just gonna be able to disperse throughout your circulatory system and your nervous system really, really quickly and support you. So it is so versatile, so many uses. If you're watching this and you don't have any oils yet, this is a great way for you to learn how versatile the top 10 oils are, because half of the oils in your kit are right here. And in just a couple minutes, I've shown you so many ways that you can leverage these to really support you no matter what's going on, okay? So hopefully you got some value out of that. Now, our next demo is called Rollin' with the Homies, and it's my life hack for maximizing your dollar and working to improve your own focus and your own mood so that you can help project your attitude and the attitude that you want onto the kiddos that you are around, right? So I hope that this is new to you, and if not, then hopefully you'll like reruns, but I've never shown this before, and I think this is really neat. So Intune and Clary Calm, these are two of my favorite rollers for keeping us parents balanced, because back to school oils is not just about the kids. This is about making sure that us parents and providers, grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles and people that are serving, that are teachers and all of that, that we are balanced. And I like to think of these like Batman and Robin and like chocolate and peanut butter. They're like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. They just go hand in hand together and should absolutely be both in your oil cabinet. And so Intune has lime and patchouli and frankincense and ylang ylang and sandalwood and Roman chamomile. And it's really incredible. And if you've been following my savings series on Instagram and Facebook that I've been doing, you will know that individually the oils in this blend are $261. Now that is a huge savings, especially because this blend is part of our back to school sale that ends tomorrow night. And it is, I think this oil is probably like $27 or $32. I didn't find the price. I didn't look it up or have it by memory, but I did want to tell you that it's $261 if you were to buy all the individual oils that are in this blend. And so it is a huge savings, first of all, and regardless of whether it was on sale or not. But Intune is the oil of presence, and you tend to feel, if you're tending to feel distracted or daydreaming or scattered, or if you are tending to procrastinate, using this blend on you and your kiddos will help you feel focused, calm, and grounded, okay? So first we've got Intune, then we've got Clary Calm, and this has clary sage, and this has lavender and bergamot and Roman chamomile and ylang ylang and cedarwood and geranium and fennel. And Clary Calm has just this ability to help support you if you are feeling guarded, emotionally tense. It's the oil of vulnerability, so it can help you feel more vulnerable and receptive, serene, more empathic and nurturing. And basically, if you're feeling like a momzilla, you need both of these daily. And so here's a little fun fact that you may not have known. Now put up a 1 if you did not know this. Both the Intune roller and the Clary Calm rollers are actually not diluted. Now, many of you are on my oil team, so hopefully I've educated you properly and I've taught you this. But even though they come in a roller delivery system, for years, I've been asking doTERRA to change out the delivery and put these in a regular dropper bottle because I just really would love to see that. And until they make this update, here we are. So we are going to show you something really cool because this is straight oil and many people don't realize that. And so they just use them right out of the roller, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's no problem with that. You're not gonna irritate your skin or anything, but you're just gonna burn through your oil so much faster. So what I recommend doing is taking an empty bottle and pouring the entire contents of the roller into a bottle, add a dropper to it and label it, and then you can dilute it like I normally do with only 5 to 10 drops of oil and then carrier oil in a roller. And I like to use fractionated coconut oil, of course, again for that. And you can make 25 to 30 rollers out of this one roller of Clary Calm. And you can do the same thing for Intune. And so again, the Intune is on sale for 25% off until tomorrow night because it's part of the flash sale. And so actually, I did jot this down. Normally it is $34.50. And this week it is $25.88. So remember how we talked about originally that this is $261 if you were to put all the oils together and buy them individually? That is a huge savings. And so we are gonna do this with both Intune and Clary Calm. So what you can do is you can grab an empty bottle of patchouli because it's an ingredient in Intune, or if you don't want to clean out, a bottle, you can use whatever you want. So I'm using this bottle right here is all ready to go that I've prepared for you. It's just an empty 15 ml bottle, and I've put an Intune sticker here, and then I've put the Intune sticker, the ring label, thank you Elka at Share Oils, on this dropper top here. And what we're going to do is we are just going to take our Intune and pop off the roller and put it directly into our bottle, okay? And so you just pull off the roller bottle. Hopefully you can do that with grace and ease. Okay, like this. You just grab the little threads along the inside of the cap, and then you can do that. And so my Intune is about halfway full. And what you're gonna do is just simply pour this straight into your 15 ml bottle. And you can use whatever bottles you have that you want. Okay, and this is so cool because then what you can do is take your Intune and take your oil and just grab a few drops of this oil and make your own roller in this beautiful bottle, okay? So here we go. Just gonna grab 5 drops. And now we have Intune because it's undiluted. So we're gonna get so much more use out of this. Do you realize how incredible this value is? Like my mind is blown, okay? And I've been waiting a long time to share this with you. And so then you take your original Intune bottle and guess what? You fill it up with fractionated coconut oil. And you have a properly diluted roller that you are going to love the value from because you're gonna get so much more value from this. And then you just pop your little roller ball right back on here. And a little life hack that I like to do is you just press down with the roller ball still in there and then it comes right back on. Ta-da, voila. Okay, I hope you love this because this is such an incredible value, okay? And you're gonna be able to repurpose this, and when it's empty, guess what? You go right back to the source, just like you would for any other oil. doTERRA, if you're listening, please give us what we want, right? Change the format of the Intune blend. And so now you have a bottle of Intune, and you can diffuse this, and you can put this in your Epsom salts. You can make a lotion for focus, whatever you want to do. And so we're going to do the same with our Clary Calm, okay? So we're going to take our Clary Calm, and I've got a Clary Calm bottle. Now, Clary Calm has lavender in it, so you can take any of the oils that I mentioned earlier that are in the Clary Calm blend, rinse it out, take the label off, and then you've got, you know, the residue doesn't really matter because it's already in the blend. And so I've got our bottle prepared. And this is a 15 ml bottle with a Clary Calm sticker and the Clary Calm ring label here because we are all about the life hacks. And then we're gonna just do the same thing. We're gonna twist off the roller, okay? And then we're gonna take the little threads that you can see in there, and we're gonna grip on the roller. And hopefully with ease and grace, we'll be able to wiggle this off, just like so, okay? Ta-da! And then we have our beautiful Clary Calm blend for women, and we're gonna just pour it directly in there. All of this beautiful oil. And look at all of this oil that's in here that you were using straight out of the roller. You are going to have this blend for so long. This roller was almost full. This is almost a 15 ml bottle that's completely full, obviously because it's a 10 ml roller, right? So it's gonna be, you know, more than half. But this is a great value. And so then you take your beautifully labeled, colorful, pretty Clary Calm roller that's undiluted, right? And you might not have even known that. So this is so fun, and I love just blowing your mind, okay? And then we're gonna add 5 drops, and you can add more. I mean, it's up to you. Choose your own adventure. Yes. Okay, and then you just grab your fractionated coconut oil, and you top this bad boy with your carrier oil. There we go. And then you just nestle your roller right back in, and twist, twist, twist until it's in there nice and snug. Voila. And it's like nothing ever happened, except you just saved a really, a lot of money, okay? Here is our Intune. Here's our Clary Calm. I hope that this blew your mind because it blew my mind when I first realized it. And guess what? You can do this with Immortelle. What else can you do this with? You can do this with the Deep Blue Roller, not the Deep Blue Touch, but the Deep Blue Roller. So if you've ever wondered why the Deep Blue Roller is like $60 and the Deep Blue Touch is like $40, it's because the Deep Blue Touch is already diluted and the Deep Blue Roller is not diluted, okay? So I hope that that blows your mind. Super fun, really great. And again, you can get the ring labels from Elka's store, shareoils.com, and you're gonna love all the things that you can do from there. And again, you can diffuse the Clary Calm blend, you can diffuse Intune. So this is gonna give you a lot more use, a lot more versatility, and it's going to be a really great value for you, okay? And then the last little life hack that I have for you, because I don't wanna keep you too long, because it's the first night of school in session, and I wanna make sure that you get back to your evening, is my LaMayzing vitamin hack for littles and maybe those that won't swallow pills. So, oh good, yay, I'm so glad that you're learning, Allison. Thank you for being here. Yes, yes, yes. So many good little nuggets that we can share with each other, and I love when I find these things, I love to be able to share it with you. So if your littles are too little to swallow pills, and they're maybe a little bit too young to do the chewables, then this is going to be for you. And so a lot of people reach out to me saying that their kids want to try the vitamins, but they either, again, won't swallow pills, or they, can't do LLV yet because they're not old enough. Now, if your kids are able to swallow pills, they can absolutely do Lifelong Vitality Pack. You can start them off with one of each per day, and then you can scale as, they get used to it or whatever you choose to do. So if they're not quite teenagers yet, they can do the A to Z, which is the chewable vitamins, and then they can do the IQ Mega, which they can put in their pancakes or muffins or yogurt or smoothies or whatever you like. And so, but if those of your kiddos will not swallow the pills or chew the vitamins, I want you to be able to get those vitamins to them. So I've come up with a very simple way that you can still keep your littles supported until they're old enough to chew the vitamins, that you feel safe with them chewing these vitamins, because they're a little bit large and thick. And this can also streamline your morning routine. So even if you are a grown-up, but you don't like to swallow pills, I think this is going to help you too. If you're trying to get out the door to daycare or preschool, if they're, not quite an elementary level yet, and all you're going to need is the A to Z vitamins, the chewables for kids, and the PB Assist probiotic sachets. Now I'm going to show you a little fun way that I like to organize these that I've shown, I think, in my third annual Back to School Essentials from last year. So what I like to do is take the label off of one of my A to Z bottles, and I put it on a large mason jar. And then what I do is I take a little empty mandarin orange container, and I just nestle this right into here. And so I've got about a half of a bottle of the A to Z vitamins. So that way Olivia can be empowered, and she can go into the pantry and reach in and get her probiotic and get her A to Z vitamin and put it on her plate for breakfast, and she can do all of that for herself. So I like to organize things in a way where I don't have a bunch of boxes and bottles and things in my pantry. So this is something that if you like this method also for traveling, you can grab something like a little bit smaller maybe than this. But yeah, I love being organized. Being organized as much as I possibly can helps manage all of the responsibilities each day. And that also manages your focus, manages your stress, it manages your productivity, because when you feel like things around you are not organized, it's hard to really focus on anything until that is done. So I like having the space around me organized, and then I can focus with clarity. So what we're gonna do is we are going to grab our PB Assist and have these handy, and we're gonna grab our A to Z vitamins and have these handy. And so put up a 1 in the comments if you or your kiddos take the A to Z vitamins or the PB Assist Junior, okay? And the A to Z chewables are really kid friendly. So if you're not familiar with them, this is a great way for you if your kids suffer from fatigue, or maybe they have a compromised immune system, or they suffer from brain fog, or they have malnutrition or poor health, or they, you want this as a regular practice. So if you are eating processed foods, if you are eating a lot of foods at restaurants that have higher sodium content, you want to really be realizing that our soil is very depleted, which means our food supply is very depleted from a lot of the nutrients. And then when it's processed and heated and packaged and everything, it loses a lot of the benefits of those foods. And so we want to be able to support our kiddos. Vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D3, B complex, antioxidants, all the cellular energy for the body and the brain is going to be right here. And this is not just for kids, great for adults, great for anybody, yes. And I also, and as Beth is alluding to, it's really good to switch up your probiotics. So if you are not leveraging the PB Assist Junior Pixie Stick sachets. I highly recommend doing that. You can switch it up from the PB Assist for adults, maybe switch it up, and every month you switch and do a different one. So this A to Z chewable blend is also going to support healthy immune function, calcium, copper, iron, iodine, magnesium, which of course is my favorite mineral as always, potassium, and zinc. And the A to Z also contains a superfood blend of pineapple and pomegranate extract, spirulina, beet greens, broccoli, carrot, mango, cranberry, rose hips, and a cellular vitality complex of turmeric extract and grapeseed, all rolled into one. So you can see why this is not just for kids, it's for anybody. And then the PB Assist Junior probiotics, these sachets contain 6 different strains of good bacteria, and they're different strains than the PB Assist. So that's why Beth was mentioning that it's really helpful to switch up your probiotics. This also has prebiotic fiber for cultivating a healthy gut flora for you, and the powdered probiotic format also just is great for kiddos because they can just put it on their tongue and it dissolves just like a pixie stick. And it also promotes a optimal metabolism and absorption of nutrients, healthy lung function, a healthy respiratory system, and it also enhances a healthy brain and nervous system function and helps establish healthy benefits for just the long-term overall. So just an overall practice. This is something great to do overall, and they are just so dang fun and they are delicious. So what I have here is I have 5 PB Assist Junior Pixie Stick sachets, and what I am going to do is clip them off, and I'm going to just trim them so they're open. Okay, so I'm just going to trim each of these so they are ready to go, and I'm going to show you something cool that I think you're going to love. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful night wherever you are joining me from. Okay, so now our PB Assist Junior is open and ready to go, okay? And so what I did to prepare and just to save a little time, I took 5 of our A to Z chewables and I put these in my Ninja blender. And you can imagine what I did because yes, I sure did. I made this into a beautiful powder, okay? And then I have this little cute little jar that I use for my juicing, and I took the A to Z chewable sticker and the PB Assist sticker, and I put that on here. And what we're gonna do is just simply pour this mixture of the A to Z powder right into this container. And this is just 5, so you know, I don't wanna, I want you to experiment with this and see how your kids like it first before you go and grind up an entire bottle of A to Z. But if they like this methodology, I highly recommend implementing this into their daily routine until they're old enough to swallow or to either chew the chewables or old enough as a teenager to do the lifelong vitality vitamins. So what we have here is we have 5 of the A to Z vitamins that I've ground up in my blender. Super easy, and it's like dust, it's powder. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our 5 PB Assist Junior sachets, so we've got 5 total servings right here in one mix. So we've got everything right here. And it tastes delicious, it tastes like watermelon because the PB Assist has that watermelon taste, and so does the A to Z. And what you can do then is put the cap on and just give it a little shake, okay? And guess what this now becomes? This is a magic superhero or special magic fairy dust for your kiddos. It has their vitamins and their probiotics all in one. Okay, it's easily digestible. You can spoon this into their yogurt, into a fruit smoothie with protein and superfoods, into an applesauce cup, or into mashed banana, or whatever they might like until they're old enough to handle the chewable. So if you have 5 servings and you take maybe a teaspoon for half a serving, and for littles under 4, you can do a teaspoon, maybe a half a teaspoon, or for a full serving for the littles over 4. So I would say 1 to 3.5 or 4. You can do 1/4 of a teaspoon, and then 4 up until they're old enough to chew and you feel comfortable with them chewing the chewable by themselves, or if they don't want to swallow pills in perpetuity, you can just do, you know, whatever is going to be a full serving for you. 1/5 of this container will be 1 serving. And then all you do is just grab a spoon, and you can take a spoonful of this and just put that into a smoothie or into the yogurt or into the applesauce or a mashed banana or mashed avocado or whatever you might be giving them. And then you have this really incredible powder that you can use. Now, the cool thing about this too is I will tell you that you can actually do this for the same, you can do this for adults if you don't like to swallow pills. Any of the supplements that you can wiggle open. So we're talking the bone nutrient, we're talking the alpha CRX and the microplex, the deep blue polyphenol, any of the supplements that we make that doTERRA has that you would need to swallow, but that are not the fish oil, like that are, you know, actually just, you can pull them apart and sprinkle the material like TerraZyme. You can do the same thing with. This is just really great because if you don't like to swallow pills, then you don't have to. You can just sprinkle them all out and make a jar of an entire bottle. And this is really, really neat. Yeah. Oh, hey, Kaylin. Hi, Haven. Thank you. Yes, this is really fun. And I just love to see problems and come up with solutions that we can use to support you and find it really simple to support your kiddos. So in no time, you've just ground up your A to Z chewables and you pour it in your pixie stick powder and you've got this watermelon delight. You can add it to whatever you might be doing. Again, smoothie, yogurt, applesauce, mashed banana, whatever it is, and you're gonna have this. And it's gonna just make everything so simple for you. And now another few little quick life hacks before I let you go. Number one, I always keep an On Guard hand mist in Olivia's lunch bag. So she always has it with her. She can use it in the lunchroom and she never has had an issue with the teachers or staff telling her that, you know, she can't use it or anything. And whenever it gets low, she just lets me know and then I restock it. The next thing is we really make her bedtime a priority. She's always had an early bedtime because this is how she thrives. She is cranky and moody when she doesn't get the sleep her body needs, and I feel the same way, and we just try to do our best to limit the after school activities to 1 per season. So she's part of the Drama Kids program and they meet 1 night a week from 5 to 6 p.m. for 1 hour, and that is the only night of the week that she has a slightly later bedtime, unless it's like a weekend exception or whatever. But we try to be really diligent with meal prep and with asking for people to help if there's something going on, like an event or whatever. You know, you can get a babysitter or ask for help, ask for a neighbor to help you and watch your kiddos so that you can go to whatever you might need to go to help support your kiddos having that great bedtime. And especially if you have multiple kids and you have older kids that are in sports, maybe in middle school or high school, but then you have a little one at home, ask a neighbor, ask a helper, ask a family member or a friend to trade babysitting with you and get some extra help so that the littler ones can get to bed when they need to. Also, another life hack that I love is, to have a routine chart, especially in the morning. The morning is a really challenging time for kids because just all the emotions and they're trying to get moving for the day. And so this is something that Olivia loves. It really helps her feel accomplished. And as you can see, she did today's, which was Thursday, and she was very proudly checking off all of the things on her morning routine chart. And this really helps manage expectations because I don't want to say, I need you to brush your teeth 5 times because I used to do that and it got really frustrating. And then it was a trigger for me. And then I would start to feel like my patience is wearing thin and she's only been awake for 10 minutes and I'm already, we're already kind of like arguing with each other about this. It's like, you brush your teeth every single day. This is something that you now can be accountable for, and you can feel empowered that you know exactly the things that you need to get done in your day to be able to get out of the house and get to the bus stop on time. So if you can set up a little routine chart or something like that, that can really help them feel empowered. The other thing that I love to do, if you've been to my house, you know that I love this little candy setup that I have. It's like my little candy shop, and I've got the On Guard throat drops, the Breathe respiratory drops, and then the ginger tummy drops. And I love keeping this by the door. And it's funny because all the neighbors, when they come over to play after school, they love coming and grabbing these candies. And I feel so good about that because then I know that they're supporting their body too. But it's really good to have these things handy out here, right? And so the same thing with my rollers and establishing oil routines with the kids. Having your oils by the door and having them handy is really super helpful for you. And last year for my back to school essentials, I showed you these 6 rollers. And so if you need to know what's in them, how to make them and why, you can check out my video from last year. But establishing a healthy oil routine and having things that they need ready by the door is really helpful, and helping them understand why you're using them is extremely helpful as well. And that way they feel empowered, they feel involved, they know what they're for. Same thing with letting your kids help you fill the diffuser so that they feel comfortable and confident and they take ownership of it and they're a part of that joy with you. Another thing is having a magnesium mocktail at dinner time. This is something that we've been doing for years, and it's actually ironic because at our very first muscles and mocktails workshop that we taught at the V-Cycle studio in South Riding for the last couple weeks and months, Olivia basically was like, can I teach everybody how to make a magnesium mocktail? And she did. And then a couple people were like, how does she know what that's all about? And I said, because she's been doing this every single day since probably 2016, 2015. So this is part of her daily routine, drinking a magnesium drink. She drinks every night with dinner. So this is just part of that routine. It's part of her life and it's part of her wellness practices that we maintain. And it really helps her with her digestion, with getting a restful sleep, and with feeling like she can manage the stressors of her day. So we covered a lot. I hope you found this helpful, and it'll be stored here in the cloud in case you miss anything. We talked about our flume rollers. We made our awesome superhero, super charged vitamin powder. It's just gonna be like magic fairy dust for your kiddos this year. And we made our awesome life hacks, rolling with the homies, of Intune and Clary Calm. Instead of having to burn through our oil quicker, we can now save so much more knowing that our Intune and Clary Calm are perfectly diluted for us, right? So we covered a lot of ground. I hope you found this helpful. Anytime you need any of these tips, you can always come back to my video. I'll be sharing it later tonight on YouTube, so it'll be there in perpetuity. And then speaking of getting back to it, don't forget that tomorrow, Friday, August 23rd, is the last day for the back to school sale, 25% off some of the selected items. And if you don't already have your own doTERRA account yet and you're ready to dig into oils and you want to learn more about all these things that we talk about, I would love to bring you into our oil tribe. When you get started with me, you'll have all access to our exclusive online community and everything that I talk about. All these things I reference, the magnesium mocktails and these habits, all these things are archived in there for you. You just do a keyword search and you can uncover 5 years of education, information, resources, recipes, details, medical journals, articles, all of the things, all the replays from every single video I've ever done. So you have access to all of that. So reach out to me through any of the vortexes, directly from my website, HillaryLaMay.com, and I would love to chat with you. And hopefully you can start to see how versatile and how liberating it can be to just have these really simple practices that are ready to go for you, ready to go if you're not feeling good. And as always, thank you for holding space for me. That is a wrap on my 196th Periscope broadcast. I hope you will tag me on Instagram or Facebook if you try any of these. I hope this year is the most empowered and healthy and happiest, balanced and harmonious school year of life. That is what I'm manifesting for Olivia and for us. And I will be seeing you at convention in just 3 weeks. So do not be shy. Please come up and give me a hug. Don't feel bad if you're interrupting me. I would love to see you. I would hate for you to message me later and say, oh, I saw you, but I didn't get a chance to say hi or whatever. I would love for you to stop and say hi. I would love a hug. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's connect. I am so grateful for you. And I love just getting to meet you and be eyeballs to eyeballs with you and be in your energetic space. It is really a joy for me. And I can't wait to squeeze so many of my oil tribe and my oil squad babes. Donna, I can't wait to see you. Lindsay and Beth, we're going to have so much fun. It's going to be an amazing time. And I'm so grateful to have so many in my oil squad tribe joining me this year, a bigger team than we've ever had at convention. And to get ready for all those events and all that abundance, my next Periscope will be actually in a month on Thursday, September 19th. So I will be walking you through all the new products, all the corporate updates, and I'm so excited to share them with you, but I will not be back on Periscope until after convention. There's a lot to get done. There's a lot to accomplish. And in 2 weeks is George and I's anniversary. So we are going to be taking the Periscope night off to celebrate and enjoy our time together. But I cannot wait to see you at convention in person. And I cannot wait to see you back here in the cloud so that I can share all of the goodness, all of the new oils. It is going to be so incredible. And I will be sharing with you as much as I possibly can while I am there. So stay tuned to my Instagram and to my Facebook for all of that. Also, don't forget to take advantage of the current Stadler promos that just posted yesterday. When you buy 2 Mia, you get a Mia free. When you buy 2 Jasmine, you get a 3rd Mia free, Jasmine free. When you get 2 Julia, you get a 3rd Julia free. So for all your spaces, for all your places, you will be covered, and I will see you, many of you in Salt Lake City, and I cannot wait to hug you. Thank you guys as always for being here and just being such a good vibe tribe, and I will see you next month at the end of September. Have a wonderful evening.